Today we're going to clear up a few common myths and misconceptions around wild camping. And the first one is that wild camping is expensive. Now, I've proven in my previous videos that you can get a full brand new wild camping setup for less than £150. Now, you can obviously, as with any hobby, spend a lot more than that, but if you're just getting into it and just getting started, that's probably where or whereabouts you need to be budget wise. You can go even cheaper than that as well if you look on eBay, Facebook Marketplace and places like that and just get second-hand gear. The most important thing is that you know the limitations of the gear that you've got and you tailor your wild camping trips according to the conditions that your gear is suitable for. I don't want to see anybody hitting the summit of a mountain with a pop-up tent from Argos. The second misconception for me is that you need to be fit to go wild camping. Now, I'm proof that that's not true. You yourself know your own fitness level, so you can tailor your trips according to what you're physically capable of and build up your fitness over time. There are plenty of places that you can camp relatively close to your car, but for me, I'd always recommend going as far as you can. There's no point camping 200 yards away from your car. It's just not the same experience. The next one, and I've heard this a few times, is that wild camping is boring. Go figure. Now, you do have to be comfortable with being on your own and spending time on your own, but for me, when I'm on camps, the time really flies by. Once I've pitched my tent, got everything squared away and set up, had something to eat, you know, the time's just gone. And for me, I'll quite happily just sit and chill and soak up my surroundings. That's kind of the point of it for me. But if you do really need something to do, there's plenty of options. You can go for a walk, take some photos, read a book, watch a film, get drunk. There's loads of things you could do. Like I said, for me, I'm just more than happy to sit and soak up my surroundings. This next one is, I think a lot of people think that if you get caught wild camping, that you're going to be arrested and you're going to be helicoptered off to the nearest prison. I think a lot of it comes down to planning and picking the right spots. I've never been moved on, but if you do come across someone who's trying to get you to move on, try and explain to them, you know, that you are a leave no trace wild camper, you're not going to damage anything or leave any litter, and that you'll be away first thing in the morning. And if that doesn't work, just be respectful and move on. The next one I do hear a lot, probably more than any of the others, and it's that if you go out wild camping on your own, you're going to get attacked or murdered by a weirdo. Now, the first thing to say is, if you do it right, you're very unlikely to come across anyone, let alone a weird serial killer. But if you think about it, if you were a serial killer, would you really go out into the middle of nowhere and try and find a victim? Or would you go to a town or city with loads of options? I personally think you're a lot safer out in the middle of nowhere on your own than you are in any town or city. And like I always say, you're the one out in the middle of nowhere, on your own, in the dark, in a glorified bin bag. You are the weirdo. I hope that's cleared up some of the common myths and misconceptions around wild camping. If you're just getting started and getting your kit together, check out this video here where I show you a full brand new setup for less than £150. You're out of excuses now, so get out there and get camping.